Hello everyone and welcome back to another craft fair vlog. So this is the fourth one that I've done now, so I'm getting to know what I'm doing a little bit more. I still feel like I'm very new to this whole thing, so I'm still learning, I'm still figuring out the best way to go about things. So if you're interested in what I do to prepare for a craft fair and all that good stuff, how it goes, then keep watching. So this craft fair is at Samlesbury Hall, which is in Preston, and it's really funny because I remember when I was I don't know, I must have been in high school, maybe even younger, we used to go to craft fairs and stuff there, and I'd always think, this is what I want to do. I used to look around at all the craft stalls and think, this is so cool, I really want to do this one day, but I just didn't know what with. But obviously now that I've actually started my own little business, I can actually do stuff like that. So it's funny because it's one of those things that I've always sort of aspired to without even realising it. So yeah, it's nice to be able to do it there. I actually found this one a different way than I found the other craft fairs that I've done. I usually go on craft fair websites that they sort of organise craft fairs at different venues and you go through them, but this one is organised by the actual venue and it's just sort of a little independent standalone craft fair. So that is a good way to go and look for them if you're struggling to find any local craft fairs. Actually seek them out yourself. If you've been to one at a certain venue and you fancy doing one yourself, just straight up go to their website, email them or something. That's exactly what I did. So yeah, that's just another way to try and find them if you're struggling. But yeah, it should be fun. I'm not having to really do much preparation for this one because I said in my last one, the more that you do, the less you kind of need to prepare each time. I've got my display that doesn't really change much. I think I'm gonna go with a one card display though this time. I did both of them at the last craft fair. I didn't love the way that my stall looked, and I think there were too many options. I think when you give people too many choices, they just struggle to decide and they sometimes just they don't get anything. So I'm just gonna keep it limited. I don't have masses and masses of stock. Yeah, I think having the one card display will be better at this one. So I hopefully it'll be a bit more of a success than the last one that I did, where I probably made about £20 profit, if that, really. It should be busy. This event seems to be really well organised compared to all of the other ones that I've been to. I've received a floor plan, which I've never had before. I'm next to a door in the Great Hall, which is quite promising. I think that should be good. That is the main room where most of the crafters are, and then there's other rooms the cafe, the parlour, just different rooms like that, probably where there'll be more food stalls and stuff, I imagine. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, this will be nice and busy. It seems to be quite a big event, so maybe I'll be wishing that I bought more stock, but there's not really. Paddy, what are you? It's having a right good sniff. It's one of them, you just never know how much you're going to need, but I've got enough. I think I've got enough. I've ordered some more robin cards. I didn't even get a chance to do any more Christmas designs, so I'm a bit gutted about that, but I sort of had to prioritise other things like Patron, Christmas commissions, because it's always a bit unknown how you're going to do it at a craft fair, and I don't want to put all my time into doing loads of Christmas designs that might not even do that well. So yeah, I've kind of had to prioritise a little bit. So I've got 4 designs, hopefully that's enough, and then the rest of them will just be my usual non-Christmassy animal designs. So yeah, the only thing that I want to do this time that I haven't done previously is do a little typed out price list, because that big what do you call them? That board that I used to put the price list in, it's a bit big, it just sort of takes up too much room, and I want something a little bit smaller and a bit easier to manage, because the numbers all fall out and then I lose them and then I have to try and find different numbers to put back in it. So yeah, I'm just trying to make things a little bit easier for myself. I also ordered an easel on Amazon to take with me to do my little drawing demonstration, because the drawing board kept like nearly slipping off the table, but it's not arrived, never arrived, even though it said it had. So I've had to request a refund on that, and I've been refunded thankfully, but I'm sort of taking it as a sign that I don't actually need to buy one and I should just use what I have. So I'll take you along with me, we'll see how it goes and all that good stuff. So these are the rubbing cards that I ordered. So yeah, they can pass off as Christmas cards. I buy them all year round and I had run out of them. So I just thought they'll do for an extra Christmas card design because I didn't have time to actually do any. I need to get on that from like January next year to be ready for December. It's crazy how quick the year goes. But yeah, I've also ordered some more Tabby Cat cards because I was running out of them. So I need to package these up. I had a really good comment on my last craft fair video saying that I should put the envelope inside the card so that you can see my branding on the back. I thought that's a really good idea and something that I've never thought about. I just always thought, oh, I'll just shove it at the back like that, but that way if somebody like looks at the back they know who did it, because right now you wouldn't actually know. So I think that's something I'd like to start doing. I'm dead weird about things being consistent though. I'm like, I've got all these cards like this. If I start doing them the other way around it'll look like mismatchy. But then how would I ever do that without doing a few at a time? I don't know. This is just my brain. I'm really like weird about things being inconsistent. But yeah, I do think that's a really good idea. I love that like people can help me out with other suggestions in the comments and stuff, because like it's weird, things that you'd never think to do, people just give you the best ideas. So if anyone has any suggestions, please like leave them down below because it all helps. I thought I'd show you this. I've done a little price list I've just printed out, and I'm gonna get a little clip to put at the top and like prop it up on a little easel. I just think it's a bit neater and a bit clearer than the little pin board thing that I had. So I like that. It literally took me like 20 minutes. I did it last night on the sofa. So yeah, that's one thing that I'm changing this time. But other than that, I'm not really doing much different. So there's not much preparation for this one. I just realised I forgot to mention that my dad cut this piece of wood for me. So it's just a piece of like, is it MDF board or something? I don't know. Just a thin piece of wood, and then it can be like nice and sturdy on the stall. So it looks really blue in this light, that's weird. Okay, so I'm just packing up some of my cards, and I've unfortunately not got enough compostable bags. They didn't send me enough, so I've got all these left with no bags. But thankfully I do have some spare ones, so I can use them, but it's just a bit frustrating, but hey ho, thankfully I can still finish this. Okay, I've finally got everything packed, all my cards are counted, so I know exactly how much I have of everything, so I think I'm pretty much ready to go. Paddy's having a cry. Hello, it's Sunday today, the day of the craft fair, and I am so unbelievably tired today. I thought it'd be a good idea to book a craft fair after a gig. So last night I went to Seagulls in Manchester. I'm just so tired. I didn't get to sleep till about 1:30, so I had about 4 or 5 hours sleep. But we press on, so hopefully it'll be a good day today. I'm not gonna lie, I feel a bit nervous. I feel like I might be a bit out of my depth and I've not got enough stock and it might be like really busy, but we'll never know till we get there, so there's no point getting like worked up about it, so let's go. Hello, it's now a couple of weeks later, so I'm a bit late filming this last bit of the video, but I still remember what the day was like, so it's all good. So yeah, it was really busy. Like, I actually could not believe how many people were there. It was like the room was just always full of people. You couldn't even move through it, it was that busy. So it was a really good day. I'm glad that I did it, and it was quite a successful day. Hello. Paddy's here to say hello. But yeah, there was one point where I went to go and get us some lunch and I couldn't even get through. There were that many people. It took me literally like half an hour to try and get through all the rooms to get to the cafe, but it was really good. I did £209 on card on my sum up machine, and I did £80 in cash, so it was a really successful day, the best one that I've had so far. I mean, it's all relative, isn't it? Some people probably do more than that, and I've definitely done less than that at craft fairs, so yeah, I'd say that was quite a successful one, and I'll definitely do it next year because it seems like it's like that every year. One thing that I learned from doing it is that I need to invest in some lighting for my stall because it's such an old building, like a historic building. It was really dark. There weren't really like big like modern windows or anything like that, so there wasn't a lot of light. And because I was doing that live drawing, it was really it was too dark to begin with, so they kindly went and found me a lamp, which was a big help and definitely made the stall look a lot better. So I think next time I'm gonna make sure that I'm prepared and have some lights just in case the venue isn't the brightest of places. So I won't get anything like too fancy, just some that like clip over the top of the drawing board or something. I feel a bit chaotic filming this right now, but I've just got home and Paddy's like wanting to cuddle me. If you're sort of like umming and ahhing about getting a card machine, I think this is your sign to do it, because I took like more than double on card what I did on cash. I think most people just carry card these days, but I think it's worth getting a card machine. The one that I've got were only like £19, and then they only take like a 1% transaction fee. I should know these things, but I don't actually know like the details, but they don't take a lot. So yeah, I think it was a good day. I'm glad that I did it, and I'm quite relieved that I don't have any craft fairs booked for like a while. I don't have any booked at all actually, and I'm gonna make sure I keep it that way until probably like spring. I think I need a few months off just to get on with my own work, like commissions. I'd like to do some more originals and make some more prints eventually, and at the minute I just do not have the time for that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have a nice few months off of craft fairs, maybe start again in the spring when like the weather's getting nicer and stuff. So yeah, what do you think about that, Paddy? I just thought I'd show you something that I bought while I was there, because I try not to buy too much because otherwise it defeats the object of like going and trying to like make your own sales, because you end up spending all of your money on other people's stuff and then you come out no better off, but with some nice things at least. But the lady and a lady and a husband, I think, on the stall next to us had some really nice artwork that was his great grandmother's work that they discovered in his attic, so I'm going to show you that. So this is a framed print, a little watercolour illustration. I thought that'd look really nice somewhere in the house. So the artist is Sophia Davenport. Really liked that. It was an ex-display one that she had, and she showed them me all, and I was like, oh, I like that one. So yeah, I ended up buying something, but I didn't buy too much, so I'm proud of myself. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a like if you did. Subscribe to see more stuff like this if you want, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. So bye for now.